Made man in the building. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing. What's up, boxing fam? To all of my boxing fam, to the made men and the made ladies out there, what's up with you? It is a pleasure, as always, to be back up on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Having a good fight. Let me just check on the actual factuals and make sure we sounding good. Let me just listen to what we sounded like. Oh yeah, we sound good. We sound good all day, man. What's up, Alex Cartier? What's up with you? Much love. Let's talk boxing all day. You know what I mean? All day. We are definitely gonna get into some good topics and some good subjects tonight, man. I cannot wait to dig into this. I haven't made a video all week, man. So a lot of good boxing news been going on. A lot of happenings in the sport been going on. And I am just ready to dig in. You know what I'm saying? But before we get started, man, let me just say, dog, it's been a long week. It's already hump day. You know what I mean? But it's been a long ass week, man. We creeping by, man. And we still messing with this winter weather over here. Somebody cut the switch, man, and bring the heat on, man. Because, yo, it's freezing out here in the DMV. We need some sun. We ready for the springtime. Bring on the summertime. We ready to enjoy ourselves, man. Without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. Been a hell of a week. I've been extremely busy, but I've been keeping my third eye on all boxing topics. I am definitely in the know of what's going on with a lot of the boxing topics. And before we get started, let me give a special shout out to my main man, Stephen Gannon, man. Stephen Gannon posts a picture up in Main Man Made Man's boxing forum. He say he go to work, right? He just pop up for work today. And who at his job? None other than Anthony Joshua picking up a new, a new Range Rover. God damn, he put the picture in there and everything, man. That's a hell of a day, dog, at work when you come to work and you see a heavyweight champion chilling at your job, picking up a brand new car, man. Real talk. So hats off to my main man, Stephen Gannon, for posting that picture in Main Man Made Man's boxing forum. That's what's up, bro. It had to be a hell of a day. One that you probably won't forget for a minute. You know what I mean? Real shit. So this is what it is, man. But y'all see the topic of the day, heavyweights making moves. Y'all heard all of the happenings that's been going on in the heavyweight division. And I'm shocked. I mean, shit, damn near almost every top heavyweight got some news to talk about this week, man. But I want to start off with the one that really caught me off guard. Now, I've heard whispers about this for the last few weeks or whatnot about this can be possibly happening. Now, the details of the actual deal has came out, and I'm talking about the thing that's going on with Vladimir Klitschko, man. Vladimir Klitschko, Dr. Steelhammer, Mr. Jab and Hold himself. They offering your man a deal to come out of retirement, though. When I heard that, I was like, here we go, man. They are fishing for some new heavyweights. They want your man back, and it's turning out that DAZN, I'm sure y'all have heard this already, is offering Vladimir Klitschko a $40+ million contract for, 3 fights, plus revenue, plus equity into the DAZN company. And here's the one that I don't even know what the hell this one even means. And also after 3 fights, he becomes a DAZN ambassador. Man, what the hell is that, bruh? What is a DAZN ambassador? Is Klitschko going to be walking around boxing, waving DAZN flags, wearing DAZN hats, talking about DAZN? You know what I mean? While Shannon the Cannon is chasing them all around. I mean, what is a DAZN ambassador? You know what I mean? But anyway, they talking about he going to have all of that, and they trying to lure this dude out of retirement. For those who don't know, Vladimir Klitschko is 42 years old, son. 42 years old, and they want your man to come back on DAZN. Now, keep in mind, if Klitschko comes back on DAZN, this basically shuts the door on the Tyson Fury rematch. This basically makes it extremely hard for them to make a fight with Deontay Wilder. And we've always wanted to see Deontay Wilder versus Vladimir Klitschko because we didn't get it back in the day. Shelly Finkel dropped the damn ball. And though he was managing Klitschko and Wilder, he decided to get the fight ended up going in Anthony Joshua's direction before it went to Wilder's direction. But there's also talk out there that Klitschko ain't want no smoke. But you know, it is what it is. But yo, Dr. Steelhammer coming back to the sport of boxing? I'm like, fuck out of here, son. Are you serious? Now, don't get me wrong. They saying 3 fights. So, of course, you know, if they lower him back for 3 fights, there's no freaking way in the world that they're going to give him Anthony Joshua first. We all know that they had a hell of a fight back in 2017. Man, that was a hell of a fight. One of Anthony Joshua's coming of age fights where the dude got dropped, got back up, and won the damn fight. We learned a hell of a lot about Anthony Joshua in that particular fight. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, that'll be the fight that most of the fight fans want to see. But if they're going to give him 3 fights, man, we know daggone well that they are not going to give Klitschko and Anthony Joshua on them first fights. They'll probably throw some other names in the mix. Whoever they can find over there on the zone, they'll find somebody, you know, a soft touch. But the thing with Klitschko, he set out the ring for long times before. You think about when he after he lost to Tyson Fury. When he was out of the ring for like a year and some change, a year and a half, coming off a loss. And what does he do? First fight back, he takes on Anthony Joshua. So it ain't too far-fetched or impossible that Klitschko wouldn't do it. But I just think with the investment that the zone is talking about, $40 million guaranteed, we're talking a minimum $13.5 million a fight, plus on top of that, some revenue to go in there with it. Slim, they're going to be giving up a nice load of money. They ain't going to throw him in there with Anthony Joshua right away. You know what I mean? Javon Lomas in the building. What's up, man? What's up with you? What's up with you? Klitschko versus Ortiz first, maybe. Now, that would be a good fight. That'll be a definite good fight. Y'all already know how Luis Ortiz get down. Luis Ortiz ain't got loyalty affiliations to nobody but his daughter, and you got to respect that to a degree. Yo, Luis Ortiz ain't one of these dudes that you say, oh, he can't fight here, can't fight. Luis Ortiz will fight anywhere where the smoke is at. He'll pull himself off cards. He does whatever it takes or whatever he needs to do to get the job done to go make the fights happen. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I respect about Luis Ortiz. That's what I respect about Luis Ortiz. So that could be a good one. They can also, I don't know what Dillian White going to do. We're going to get to Dillian White, but as of today, at least, before any moves been made, he's still kind of sort of affiliated with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom. Who knows? Maybe they entice Dillian White to stay over there. If they say, Slim, we'll throw you up in there with a Klitschko try. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, we don't, you know, he's already beat the Paveckas. Maybe Jarrell Big Baby Miller. What's up with Jarrell Big Baby Miller? Last of a dying breed in the building. What's up with you? Yeah, man, Ortiz wants all the smoke. But what about Jarrell Miller? If Jarrell Miller does loses to Anthony Joshua, what, Jarrell Miller versus a Vladimir Klitschko? How many of y'all would be down to see that on the zone? Now, they think, according to the zone and what they're saying, they believe that Klitschko is actually a heavyweight that has American recognition. Given the dude has dominated the heavyweight division so long, they believe that with them luring Klitschko out of retirement, this is actually a heavyweight that actually has American recognition. I mean, because everybody know Klitschko. Everybody know the Klitschko brothers. You know what I mean? If you don't know anything about heavyweight, you say you can go to any Joe Blow and say, you remember the Klitschko brothers? Oh, yeah. The two, they might not even know where they from. The 2 big German dudes. They know who Klitschko are. They know who he is. You know what I mean? It's just that they may not know the ins and outs about him, but his name is kind of sort of known because of his stature for so many years. You dig? I watched that if Miller doesn't get blown out before 3. Given the way Miller will perform against Anthony Joshua would tell a lot. But I mean, these are the type of fights that maybe the zone can entice Klitschko with or keep him busy before they try to mosey him around to Anthony Joshua. Now, the only bad thing about that, though, and that's just keeping it 100. The only bad thing about it would be is we, of course, as boxing fans, let's keep it real, man. Yeah, we know the polished shit, the polished tricks that's going on, but we still want to see Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. Klitschko being added to the zone is a huge fight. A rematch with him and Joshua is a huge fight. Big money fight. Everybody will be talking about it. That will honestly slow down a Wilder versus Joshua fight. That's the type of fight that they will keep Joshua on the sidelines away from Wilder or whatever and just continue to build him here in America to get ready for the rematch with Klitschko, and it will honestly stall that fight. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it? So I don't know, man. You know what I mean? My deal is, though, what would Klitschko have a reason to come back for? I mean, that's a good amount of money. Don't get me wrong. Shit, revenue and $40+ million for 3 fights. Not the bad, but they say Klitschko ain't hurting for money. Klitschko in the Hall of Fame. Klitschko got it all. You know, you don't have to come back if you don't want to. Should Klitschko come back at 42 years old? By the time this deal is up, he'll at least be minimally 43, going on 44. And then he'll be an ambassador of DAZN, the DAZN ambassador or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Last of a Dying Breed said they saying White signing with Bob Arum and ESPN. Yeah, we're going to get to that, man. We definitely going to get to that. I don't know what the meaning of that is. But that's the first move, major move of the heavyweight division. Vladimir Klitschko. We'll come back to this. But I wonder what should he do it or not, man. I mean, that's a lot of money, though. And he does got big fights on the table. But unfortunately, the Tyson Fury rematch, the man who beat him, the man who took all his belts, that ain't going to be possible. You already know DAZN and ESPN ain't doing no business. All right, let's move on. Like Last of a Dying Breed just said, Dillian White now, there's talks out there that Dillian White may be signing with Bob Arum, Top Rank Promotions and ESPN, right? Let me tell y'all something about Dillian White, man. A lot of people ain't really noticing about Dillian White. People feel as though, like, well, if ESPN gets Dillian White, of course, he ain't got no name recognition here in America, right? Ain't nobody, a lot of people in America doesn't know Dillian White. His drawing power, his popularity, if you will, is in the UK. The Bama be filling up the O2 like nothing. You know what I mean? They love him over there. He fights on Sky box office, on pay-per-view over in the UK. He can never do that here in America. But here's the deal that you got to understand with Dillian White. Dillian White is the ultimate bait. You dig? Dillian White is the ultimate bait. What do I mean by that? This is what I mean by that. Dillian White is what? Right as of today is ranked number 1 in the WBO. Number 1 in the WBO. So that makes, if he gets another big win in the WBO, which is technically Top Rank, that's you know, y'all know Top Rank relationship with the WBO is like, yeah, it's in there. You know what I'm saying? Then if he wins that and becomes the mandatory at the WBO, it puts him right next to Anthony Joshua. And whenever you're a mandatory, fights then go to purse bid. Fights get ordered and they must go to purse bid, right? Then, of course, you'll have ESPN possibly bidding with DAZN to bring Anthony Joshua to ESPN, correct? I'm just saying, though. Think about it like this also. Dillian White has the WBC Silver Championship, right? We just heard news come out that the WBC has ordered for Deontay Wilder to face, what's my guy? Dominique Breazeale for a mandatory fight. But after that fight gets wrapped up and we all expecting Deontay Wilder to destroy Dominique Breazeale, who's next in line? It's Dillian White if he so decides, because he's the silver champion, right? And he'll more than likely continues to be in a good position to become the mandatory. So if Dillian White is over on ESPN, could they, and the mandatory gets enforced by the WBC, but that may take up to a year. Y'all know how the WBC get down. And we don't know if any unifications may come before then. But I'm just saying, if he is the mandatory at the WBC, and also, you know, could that not lure Deontay Wilder over to ESPN as well? I'm just asking a question. If that fight gets enforced. So Dillian White, from a bait point of view, is in a genuine position. Or let's just say Tyson Fury is ranked number 4 in the WBO. Dillian White's number 1. Let's say the WBO makes a fight. They make a fight between Fury and Dillian White eventually, because Frank Warren said it ain't going to be first. But let's say ESPN eventually puts on a fight with Dillian White and Tyson Fury. Sure, it does nothing here. The name recognition, the styles, all that good stuff. But let's say Tyson Fury wins. Let's just say we going to the land of make-believe. Tyson Fury wins. Tyson Fury becomes the WBO mandatory, putting them right up under Anthony Joshua. Now we talking a purse bid for Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, and ESPN is going to have to dig deep. Now y'all see what I'm saying? Now y'all see why I'm saying that Dillian White is a hell of a bait. It's not so much that, yo, he going to move all of these units over here. He's a exciting fighter to watch for us hardcores. Casuals ain't going to pay him much attention. And they talking about putting him on the ESPN Plus app if he goes over there. But Frank Warner's already said, oh, we're not giving him Fury first. No. We're not giving him Fury. He can go and fight. He's already beat Joseph Parker. What is he going to do? Brian Jennings? What is he going to do? Rivas? It's something to keep him busy. Maybe even something that may even sell in the UK. Who knows? I don't know. And I'm sure maybe he'll continue to do business with Sky. I don't know how that will work out in the UK, even if he decides to get with ESPN. But the point I'm trying to make is that Dillian White is in one of those positions where he can either help Tyson Fury or lure Deontay Wilder. And I'm just keeping it a buck. Look at the rankings. Look how I look. You know what I'm saying? That's a possibility, Joe. That's a hell of a possibility. Now, when you look at the WBC champion, my main man Bomb Squad, hashtag the real champ, the bronze bomber, the most dangerous man on the planet. When you look at it, what's going on with him, like I just said, the WBC has ordered him to face his mandatory, which is going to go down on possibly on May 18th, which was the original date between him and Tyson Fury, correct? So, yo, the good thing about that fight being enforced is that y'all already know that these two got a little personal history together, with Dominique Breazeale suing Deontay Wilder, and you know, Deontay Wilder getting his goons to jump him in front of his family and all that whole nine. So it'll be an interesting build up. It'll be interesting to see if Dominique Breazeale go in there and fight his heart out. Most of us expected Dominique Breazeale to get stopped, but at the end of the day, it'll be still interesting to see if he fights his heart out. So the WBC has now ordered that fight, and if they can't come to terms real soon, that will be going to purse bid, which these are both Heyman fighters. They're on the same side of the street. There won't be a problem making this fight whatsoever. Besides, Dominique Breazeale has been waiting for damn near, what, 2017? At the end of 2017? It's time for him to get his shot any damn way. You know what I mean? So the heavyweight division has been making a lot of moves, man. But at the end of the day, no matter about all of these moves being made, all roads lead to Wilder. Did we not see that? At the end of the day, all roads lead to Wilder. You get me? Do you think we get the Joshua Wilder fight this year? No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, I'm going to put it to you like this. It does, but now that we know news of what's going on with Klitschko, and he's talking about coming back, I mean, if Klitschko comes back, absolutely not. I think they will look to make the Klitschko-Joshua rematch, which would be an easier fight to make, which DAZN would be totally on board for. I think they'll look to make that fight before they do Wilder. Truth be told. You know what I mean? The sad part about all of this is that none of these heavyweights, other than Dillian White, will be in a position where anything can get ordered. You know what I'm saying? Usually, you know, we sometimes mandatories can be a gift and a curse. Mandatories, you can fight a bum and nobody wants to see it. But then on sometimes mandatories can be a way where you can actually get fights that you do want to see. You know what I mean? You think about Earl Spence Jr. and Kell Brook. That's the way that fight happened, because Earl Spence Jr. became Kell Brook's mandatory. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying, man. So it's a lot of been shaking and moving in the heavyweight division. You know, I just hope that somebody fight Wilder, man. That's all I'm saying. Or at the end of the day, none of these heavyweights in this country can be successful without going through Deontay Wilder. I will say, though, and I will concede that Anthony Joshua, if he does fight Klitschko, if Klitschko comes back, that will help him out. I ain't gonna sit here and act like it won't. That will help him out. That will definitely raise his level here in America. But even so much after that is over, it's still gonna have to come back to Wilder. So all of these fighters, and I've said this before, all of these fighters that's signing all of these big old deals, all of these fighters, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, Dillian White talking, ESPN didn't even let how much out that they were trying to sign him for. They just said a multi-million-dollar deal. But all of these big old deals, if any of these fights gonna get made, if any of these fights gonna go through Wilder, who can, as a free agent, move around, they're gonna have to pay him too. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. The WBC championship is still there, man. It's still there, man. So I don't know, man. But I just, at the end of the day, man, I hope Dillian White, because there's still a possibility they can get down with PBC. I hope that happens. That'll just make things a lot more easier. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even speed up things a little bit. Because if you're already on the PBC side after Wilder get finished with Dominique Breazeale, maybe he does jump in that ring with you. Maybe you don't have to wait for the whole year and the whole time like that, but Wilder can make you wait like he did with Dominique Breazeale. Maybe he gets in there, who knows? You know, maybe you can work out something with Al. I don't know. But, you know, there's a good part. Then on top of that, Luis Ortiz is right there. You can kill time with him, bro. You want to raise your, see, that's what I'm saying. These fighters, you want to raise your stature here in America, right? You want to come and get the American dollars. You got to put that work in. Man, you got to put that work in. So Dillian Whyte versus Luis Ortiz. You get down with PBC, make it happen. You win major respect. You win major kudos. Everybody saying Luis Ortiz ain't look good the other day, right? Which I think it was a fight he still dominated. And if you know anything about Luis Ortiz, even see people, a lot of people just getting hip to Luis Ortiz. I've been telling people, Luis Ortiz, if you go back to some of his previous fights, every fight he didn't shine. His style, he's a counterpunching southpaw. Every fight he ain't gonna shine. Most fights he will, and he gonna catch you slipping. He gonna catch you overreaching. He gonna catch you bullshitting. But every fight he ain't gonna shine. Everybody like he old and he look bad. And I've seen Luis Ortiz look bad even before we seen that hell of a fight with Deontay Wilder. Even before the knockouts he's been getting as of late. I've seen Luis Ortiz look bad before. That don't mean he gonna look bad every fight. You did. So I don't know, man. At the end of the day, I still believe that all of these entities want Deontay Wilder. Wilder, I don't know if he's going to budge. It's his career. He can do what the hell he want. No matter what he do, I'm rocking with him. But if Deontay Wilder, you know, look, man, a lot of people ain't going to like this, but I got to keep it a buck, man. I look at what Daniel Jacobs did. I say Daniel Jacobs was down with Al Heyman. Super down. That was his homie. What'd he say? That's his right-hand man. He was doing PBC. And when all the smoke built up on the other side of the tracks, he went there. And now this dude is in the Canelo Alvarez fight with a world championship, making the biggest bag of his career. And on top of that, getting the biggest fight of his career. See, it's all about what Wilder want to do. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes, I do wish sometimes that Wilder would say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to take a shot. You know what? After I wipe out this guy over here, there's nobody left at PBC for me to fight. Do y'all want to see him fight Kalnaki? Kalnaki ain't ready, bruh. Just ain't ready. Joe Joyce ain't ready. Who else they talking about over there? So, I mean, look, man, y'all be having these super loyalties to these networks like y'all fight for the network. No, I want Wilder to do what's best for Wilder. If he came out tomorrow and said I'm getting down with ESPN, so be it. I don't give a shit what network is on. That ain't me. All I give a shit about is you getting the fights. And clearly with all the money that's going around in boxing, you're going to get paid. So I'm just saying, man, like, if you say, look, I'm rocking with PBC and I'm staying right here with Al, I'm good with that. I'm 100% good with that. But I'm just saying, if he was to also flip the script and say, look, oh, Klitschko coming back, I want that Klitschko fight. Look, if you tell me I'm getting that Klitschko fight first, all right, we can do a 2-fight deal. If you tell me that Tyson Fury is first when I come over there, we can do a 2-fight deal. Something like that. I wouldn't be mad, though. I'm just saying I wouldn't be mad. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. They don't just want Wilder. They need him. He can force them to bid. That's what I know. That's the thing about it. Doesn't really matter. He is in a good position with PBC where no matter what, eventually they're going to need the star power that is Deontay Wilder. No doubt in my mind. How long will it take? I don't know. How long we going to have to wait? Something I don't know. You dig? That's all I'm saying. I don't know how long that's going to take. They talking about Fury going to fight this dude. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, Fury is rated number 4 in the WBO. So what happens if Fury becomes the WBO mandatory? You think they're going to pursue him or they're going to try to throw a purse bid out there for Joshua? We got to think logical, man. We got to think logical. Y'all got to understand, if these fighters become mandatories, then these networks are going to put the money up because the fights have to happen. If Fury becomes the WBO Mando, they're going to pursue Joshua. They're going to put the money up to try to bring Joshua to ESPN. It's going to be a bidding war with my main man Wilder on the sidelines cooling like, all right, I just got next. Some of y'all might be cool with that. Some of y'all might be cool with that. Don't get me wrong. I'm just rocking with whatever Wilder decides. I'm going to back it, but I'm just like, man, how long we going to wait, cuz? How long we going to wait? That's all I'm saying. Am I wrong for that? Am I wrong for that? Jamie Peralta in the building. What's up, man? What's up with you? Floyd just jealous that he is not the man anymore. I ain't hear Floyd say something out of the ordinary or something. A word on the curb is that Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao have been negotiating on the back burner. I heard about that. And they saying that Manny talking about something he gonna possibly announce the results of the negotiations in the coming days or weeks. And this, and, you know, he will hope to announce it at the Spence and Mikey fight. I don't know how much of that I believe, though. I truly don't. Back to this, man. I'm just saying, man, like, look, maybe y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. And like I said, I'm going with Wilder whatever way he makes. But if Dillian White said, look, I'm down with ESPN, right? And you got Tyson Fury over there. Is it so wrong for Deontay Wilder to say, give me a 2 to 3 fight deal? Give me Dillian White first, and after that, I need Tyson Fury. Or give me Tyson Fury first, and I come on over there. Is that so wrong? And if it's wrong, tell me why. I love to know why. Because we fight fans, and we just want to see the best fights, right? So tell me why that's wrong. Oh, he needs to make a point, man. They need to come here. They need to come see him. Okay, coming to see him. Is that where the money at? That's the golden question. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm lunch. I just see it that way. I just want to see the fights, and I want to see my main man come out on top. But whatever decision he decides to do, if he wants to stay loyal to Showtime, I'm with it. If he wants to stay loyal to PBC, I'm with it. But I'm just saying, man, shit. And then if they talking about Klitschko coming back to the zone, so we got to sit back and watch Klitschko, AJ fight each other. They're going to probably try to throw Dillian White in the mix. We got to sit back and watch all that. And then we got to sit back and watch Wilder fight Kornacki and fucking Brazil. And we got to sit back and watch him fight whoever. Rematch Luis Ortiz. Whatever, man. I just want to see my man take over. Knock all of these dudes out. I don't know, man. And I hope a lot of the fans, because he hear what people talking, I hope we not the ones holding them back. That's all I'm saying. I don't want us to be the ones because, nah, Wilder, stand your ground. Nah, I don't do nothing. Blah, 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 blah. And then we the ones holding them back. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that to be the case, son. I just want Wilder to do what he need to do. Are you watching the Porter fight? All day. All day. Definitely going to watch the Porter fight. I know Porter ain't riding high on popularity right now. I know people ain't feeling Porter to the max right now, but I'm definitely going to watch that fight. I mean, the WBC welterweight championship is at stake, and Ugas does have a hell of a chance. We'll admit that. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Maybe I'm wrong for wanting that. But at the end of the day, all roads lead to Deontay Wilder. And maybe him knowing that all roads leads to him, he can stay put, stay there. Like he said, he got people to fight for the next 2 to 3 years. That's what he said, right? Cool. I just hope that these people he talking about fighting for the next 2 to 3 years is fights that we want to see. Okay. See, this is exactly how this dude, AJ, comes out of nowhere and gets the Klitschko fight. Because it's shit like this. You know what I mean? Wilder's people, man, need to lure some decent. I'm like, man, I don't even want to go there. I don't even want to go there, bro. I'm just keeping it a buck, man, and looking at it from a fan's point of view. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it from a fan's point of view, and at the end of the day, I want to see my man dominate, take over shit. But I'm gonna support him no matter what. I just want to see him dominate and take it over. I don't want to see the Klitschko's coming back, making bags of money. They over there fighting each other. Then you got, because Klitschko money, they talking about going to be guaranteed. Tyson Fury's not. And he may have, ESPN may be sweating after they start saying that Fury's putting on snowfests, no knockouts, ain't beating nobody. And no, it has to go through Wilder. Cool. That's cool. But I want Wilder to get paid. I want to see these fights sooner than later. And brother ain't trying to wait 100 years. That's all I'm saying, man. Jaquavius, what's up with you, man? What's up with you? Facts made, man. You think Arum finessed Is that supposed to be one time? You think Aaron finesse? Oh, you think Aaron finesse Showtime? Do I think Aaron finesse Showtime? I think Aaron is just looking for bait, man. Aaron, and this is the reason I was just saying with Dillian White. He's looking to sign folks that's going to bring, that he thinks is going to bring Deontay Wilder out the woodworks. You know what I'm saying? I think he thinks that he thinks that a Dillian White, who probably would be eventually the WBC mandatory, and he thinks the Tyson Fury a rematch that we all want to see, and we know that Deontay Wilder wants to take. He thinks that these opponents will lure Wilder. That's the plan, I think. I don't know if he duped Showtime, but maybe he did. If Showtime don't want to be duped, then throw Wilder some bread and make sure he don't go nowhere. That's the only thing I can say about it. But Wilder cool with the situation that he in. Wilder's cool with the being a free agent and not having this big time 6-fight, 7-fight deal and locked in and can't go nowhere and got no say so and this, that, and the third. Wilder's cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Wilder's likes the fact that he's not locked, at least according to his words. He cool with that. So if he cool with it, we cool with it. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? But if he cool with it, we cool with it. But what I ain't cool with, I'm not trying to see the man fight the Kalinakis of the world. I'm just not. I'm not trying to see this man fight the damn the Brazils and the Joe Joyces right now. I don't. I mean, me as a boxing fan, I don't want to see it. Y'all can call it however you want to call it. I want to see I want to see Wilder go out there and prove why he the baddest man on the planet. It ain't like he won't get paid in the meantime between. It ain't like he won't get a bag. And on probably a bigger platform. Who knows? If he go to ESPN. So this is the reason I think that Bob Arum is trying to get these two dudes, man. These are the reason. And if Bob Arum figuring like if I can't get Wilder, fine. Anthony Joshua got the WBO heavyweight championship. I'll make one of these cats. I'll get one of these cats to the mandatory spot, and then we're gonna put the money up. It's all chess, man. It's all chess moves. And if that happens, then we'll let my main man Wilder. He's gonna be waiting 2 years down the line, a year and a half, 2 years down the line, dog. Like some people cool with it. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of fans that's like, I'm down with that. That's fine. I'm good with it. Me, I ain't that cat, man. I'm that cat. I want to see good fights. I want my man to prove why he that dude. That's me. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm fucking wrong. Call it whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. So that's some of the moves though that's being moved around the heavyweight division. And I'm just like, man, you know, fans are suffering. LeBron James say fans are suffering due to promoters' selfishness. Yeah, man. Yeah, I agree with that. Promoter selfishness, network selfishness, all politics, all pile of crap. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is, bruh. It's all a bunch of polished shit, and we the ones get caught up in the middle. John DeJean, thanks for the super chat, homie. Team Jacobs in the building. I know that's right. Team Jacobs in the building. That's messed up what Canelo did, bro, with the rehydration clause. For those who don't know, let's put the facts out there so everyone can know what it is. When you are doing a IBF unification match, you do not have to do a rehydration clause. This is some crap that Canelo pulled out the thin air. He ain't had to do it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't want to never do it for any of his fights. Now all of a sudden he had to do it. So for anybody to say, well, Jacobs is doing the IBF rehydration. No, not in unification fights, homie. IBF does have their rehydration, can't be over 10 pounds the next day. Sure. And that's something that Earl Spence Jr. is going to have to deal with against Mikey Garcia because it's not a unification fight. But in my main man Daniel Jacobs' case, he didn't have to do it. That's just something that Canelo pulling out the woodworks trying to get the edge. You hear me, though? Real talk. Their tactics won't work that long, bro. They will cave in. You saying they will cave in? So you saying that if Wilder basically stands his ground with PBC, stands his ground with Showtime and Fox, continuously to be a free agent, eventually they will have to cave. But the point I'm making is that may seem like the case today doesn't really matter. But let's say like if Klitschko come back, then they putting Klitschko over there on his own, right? And let's just say if Dillian White goes over to ESPN, well, they got options now. And they can do interim fights to build up to those fights. And then after all of that is over, then they will have to pivot to Deontay Wilder. But how long will that take? And I mean, like I said, I'm cool with whatever Wilder do, man. I'm cool with whatever you do. You know what I mean? It's all good. At this point, the World Boxing Super Series need to be made in the heavyweight division. Man, that'll be a dream come true, LeBron James. That'd be a dream come true. Y'all see your little Maurice Hooker? Maurice Hooker, like, I'm about to run 140 out here, son. I'm about to take the whole division over. I think everybody's sweet. I'm like, oh shit. Let's see it, cuz. Let's see it. Let's see it, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, I would love to see something like that at heavyweight, man. I would love to see something like that at heavyweight. Real shit. Real shit. And I just hope that one day that we can all remember that we boxing fans and we just want to see the best fight and the best. And, you know, all of these stands that fighters should take, every day that goes past, that's a day that their career just went past. And they just sitting around waiting, staring contests. Oh, I'm not moving. I'm not, this is my principle. I'm not, no. Okay, cool. Next thing you know, cuzzo, you 35 years old and we still talking this same pile of shit crap. Man, one of the realest. I appreciate that, my man. Bruce, what's your name? Bruce fucking Vane. I appreciate that, my man. Does it really matter? Click can't draw without Wilder. Click can't draw without Wilder. Bruh, I'm going to tell you, man. I feel you. I would love to see the Klitschko Wilder fight, Lord knows. But at the end of the day, I ain't going to forget also what happened back in 2017. Can't forget it. That was a hell of a fight they did, son. You know what I'm saying? That was a hell of a fight. You can't say that. You cannot say what went down between AJ and Klitschko wasn't a hell of a fight, bro. And you might not be fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cats that you know might not be fucking with it, but it's going to be people fucking with it, son. It is. It is, son. It's just the story that's in it. The storyline and the build up and the anticipation of what happened in that fight. It's going. People going to mess with it, cuzzo. And I don't want Wilder just sitting back like, okay, I got next. I ain't feeling that, man. I'm just not feeling that. Clit is a smoke screen. He need Wilder also. Okay. All right. But all I know is, man, all I'm saying is that I think a lot of people will be interested in that rematch between him and Joshua. He do need Wilder eventually. But how much does he need Wilder if he only coming back for 3 fucking fights, bro? 3 fights. It's not like they telling him to come back for a 5-fight deal. Or they telling him to come back for 3 fights. 3 fights. So how much does he need Wilder for 3 fights with his money being guaranteed? You get me? That's what's going on. Does it really matter? They talking about his money guaranteed, 40 million guaranteed plus revenue, plus on top of that getting equity into the zone. And to put the cherry on a sundae, he becomes a DAZN ambassador where he'll get to pass out DAZN t-shirts at every NBA basketball game or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, bro. So 3 fights, man. You know what I'm saying? 3 fights. John DeJohn says Teofimo and Haney will be at 140 soon. Hey, I hope John Hooker know that because John Hooker said he about to run the board. You know what I'm saying? 140 about to be lit, huh? We got John Hooker. Of course, we got your man Josh Taylor up in there, man. We got Regis up in there. Hey, let's get it cracking at 140 all day. All day. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows Klitschko turned down Wilder several times for a softer AJ. Hey, look, bro, we can, that's cool. I ain't denying that. If that's the case, that's fine. But that was way back when, many, many moons ago. I'm talking about 2017 has happened. That's fine. And let's not act like people not going to want to see that fight. That's not going to act like that ain't going to do good numbers on the zone, bro. I mean, I got to be real. You know how my vision, my views are, but I got to be 100 on this, man. Dog, that was a hell of a fight. The man almost beat AJ. Slim. So if he come back and do a rematch with AJ, they gonna want to see it. By the time he do that fight, he'll be damn near out of his deal. It stalls the Wilder fight. I don't see AJ going to walk over there to fight Wilder or bend on their terms or whatever the case may be. I just don't see it happening, knowing that Klitschko can be a major prize. And they can build towards that fight, especially if Klitschko come back, get a soft touch, and looks good. You know what I'm saying? That's how the boxing politics is, bro. I ain't happy about it, but that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? When Devon, what's up with you? What's up with you, man? What's up with you? Hardcore fans will murder Klitschko if he duck Wilder again. Psh, man, you think the zone care about hardcore fans? You think ESPN care about hardcore fans? Yeah, we probably will. Us Wilder fans gonna be sitting here like, yo, you was a duck. You ducked it. You ain't want that smoke. You ain't want to go after the WBC title, the only title you never had. Yeah, we'll be talking that talk all on the day in the paint. Bro, it doesn't really matter. I ain't even lying to you. We'll all be saying that. But guess what? He's still going to go and face AJ. You know why? Because the money is there. Because the zone going to have him locked in on the guarantee, and they're going to be guiding him towards AJ. And they know AJ is now here in America. The Americans know who Vladimir Klitschko is. It will make sense. It's not like people here don't know who Klitschko is, and we can fake like we don't, but we do. And imagine a rematch where they will play that video. They will play that fight from every rooftop, from every billboard. They will have it on every blimp. They will have it at the previews of every movie you go and see. Every time you turn a Netflix movie on, it's going to like, remember this fight? Oh, they're going to be putting it in everybody's face and building up that damn rematch, son. I'm just saying, though. Miller definitely going to make AJ work for this one all day. We'll see, man. I don't know. I ain't a big Miller fan right now. I'm not a believer. He got to make me a believer. He's one of the fighters that have to earn my respect. There's a lot of fighters in boxing that I never believed in, and they earned it. And they made me a believer. Well, guess what? That's exactly what Jarrell Big Baby Miller is. He's a heavyweight who I see him. I hear him. Now let's see it. Let's see what you made of. And I ain't saying he got to win. I'm saying he got to give a hell of an effort, a valiant ass effort. I'm saying he got to be a fighter that go in that thing and say, Slim, at least win 5 rounds. You know what I'm saying? 4 rounds. Give him some go. Give him some smoke. He got to do that. If he go in there and lay down, I'm going to feel a certain kind of way. You know what I mean? And that's just being 100. Miller might give AJ some. Oh, I already read that. So we'll see, bro. We'll see, man. But at the end of the day, just know, after all of that being said, if Klitschko don't come back and he don't face Wilder, all I'm saying is, if Wilder decides to stick around with PBC and stick around with Al and stay with Showtime as a Wilder fan, and I got to keep it 100, as my American champion, I got to stay low. I got to rock with him. But I'm still going to be sitting back, rocking with him. Just like, it's my man. You know, yeah, Team Bomb Squad all day. And I'm going to yell it from the rooftops, but I'm just going to be wondering. That's all I'm saying. And I ain't wrong for that. And I don't give a fuck who anybody y'all say I'm wrong for it, and I'm wrong. I ain't wrong for that. Y'all can act like y'all want, but don't act like y'all don't want to see the fights like I do. Y'all can stay prideful all you want. You can sit there and act like Wilder ain't gonna make a lot of money in these fights. We can sit back and act like these fights is just gonna be here forever. Y'all can act that way. Y'all can put that fake ass front on, but at the end of the day, this is boxing. These dudes are making a lot of money. And we'll see, bro. We'll see. I hate the Stern contest, though. I will say that. I hate the Stern contest. And I ain't cool with what Tyson Fury did. What Tyson Fury did it started all this crap, bro. It started all this bullshit. And I ain't cool with it, man. What Tyson Fury did, man, was just let's move on to the next topic. Errol Spence Jr. versus Mikey Garcia. We are getting close. What are we, less than 2 weeks away? Yo, man, both of these dudes looking cool, man. Mikey Garcia, you see the new frame? Man got one ab. You know what I'm saying? But he got some, look like his arms, he looking a little more jacked, but he got one ab. He still got that kangaroo build. You know what I'm saying? He's still Kangaroo Samson. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? He's still looking, he jacked up off the snacks. He got the snack attack going. I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling it. At the end of the day, you know, I'm looking at Errol Spence Jr. though, and my man is cut up like some Wonder Bread. Once again, nothing we didn't expect, right? Looking lean, looking mean. And this is what he got to do. I've said it on millions of interview. Yeah, that man won abs, son. We're going to call Mikey Garcia AB for this fight. Hey, that's AB for real. You know, AB, a.k.a. Mikey Garcia. One ab. Single ab. Man, they got the abbreviation of Alabama. Or whatever. Mikey arms too short. Great fight. Mikey versus Spence. You know, I'm going to tell you, though, man, let's all jokes aside. Like, I looked at all the specials. I looked at all the documentaries. They're doing a hell of a job promoting this fight. I'm loving it. I love the camp life. I'm loving the all these things that they showing, man. The whole face-to-face, the whole nine, bro. HBO, I mean, hats off to what Showtime is doing. I mean, yo, I mean, It's beautiful what's going on, dog. Like, I got to give it to them, man. They are putting major promo dollars into this thing, and I'm loving it, man. I really am. I feel like we really get to know these fighters, seeing the whole behind the scenes. You know, this is a big stage for these dudes, man, and it's good. This is good for boxing. This is good for the boxing fan. You know what I mean? I seen Sugar Ray Leonard talking about this, and he was saying that he believes that Mikey needs to maintain his speed. He says that when he was giving advice and saying that when he went up and fought Marvin Hagler, the one thing he never thought he had to do was put on a bunch of muscle. He just thought he had to maintain what he was doing and just do it well. You know what I'm saying? And I like that advice. I truly do. I like that advice for Mikey. As for Earl Spence Jr., he needs to be destroying Mikey Garcia, period. Don't leave no room for criticism. None. Then maybe, you know, the fans can effectively put pressure if Manny Pacquiao is really going to come and say, well, Pacquiao, you just seen that man destroy Mikey. What's up? You got next? You got next? Mikey is kangaroo hopping back to California right now. Do you got next? Because this man ain't to be played with right now. And then after, hopefully, if we somehow lucky, Showtime Sean Porter or Keith One Time Thurman, one of them cats gonna show up. And if we really lucky, Terrence Crawford gonna walk in the building like a boss. Did I say that? I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying, if we really lucky, you know what I'm saying? Got floor seats. You got floor seats, y'all? Hey, have fun, son. Take some pictures. Please take some pictures, bruh. Take a shitload of pictures. And if you do, please post them up in Main Man Made Man's Boxing Forum on Facebook. I greatly appreciate it. The closer, the better. That's what it is, homie. All right. Hey, that'll be what's up. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Turn all the way up. You know what I'm saying? All the way up. Yeah, man. But hopefully, yeah, we'll see, man. But I'm looking at this thing stylistically the closer we get to this fight. And people are wondering, like, yo, what's up, man? What Mikey gonna do? What should Mikey do? Or what can Mikey do? And I'm thinking about like what Sugar Ray Leonard was talking about. And he was saying, use your speed, use your speed. Then I go back to the Kell Brook fight. I just got to keep going back to the Kell Brook versus Earl Spence Jr. fight, because that is the only fight in which Earl Spence Jr. showed his major vulnerabilities, if any. That's the only one. Orlando Finney in the building. What's up, family? What's up with your homie? You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you sliding through, man. I know y'all probably all putting that work in tonight, man. What's up with you? But what I believe that Mikey Garcia, looking at the Kell, and this is just my early observation, one of the things that it helps him, in my opinion, is that whenever Earl Spence Jr., one thing I notice about him, he never just automatically leads off to the body. It's every now and again that he'll lead off to the body. It always starts with a jab, and a lot of times a double jab. Kell Brook kept interrupting him during the jab, punching over the jab, pull countering over the jab. If Mikey can disrupt Earl during the jab process, it will work wonders. It will work wonders for him, not allowing him to stand there, plant, and dig to the body. One of the best things, though, about Earl Spence, that he's looking nimble, bumping in and bopping out. That's something he did very well against Kell Brook. He would definitely have to use that particular skill set in this fight. Real talk, Mikey wasn't faster than Brook. No, it's going to have to be about timing. Mikey got good timing. But I'm just saying, whenever Earl Spence Jr. comes in there with that long jab, boom, boom, Mikey got to time it right between that jab. He has to reset Earl constantly and not allow Earl to get comfortable by going downstairs. Earl is not going to just automatically lead off unless it's maybe a jab to the body. But he wants to get next to you, then get close to you, and boom, go downstairs. Boom, hooks, boom, throwing them body shots the way he likes to throw them. But he comes in there with the jab. That's where Mikey's opportunity is going to lie. If he allows Earl to get them jabs off without moving or standing there, and then he starts to work downstairs, it's not going to be good for one ab. It's not going to be good for my man One Ab. I'm just saying, that to me is the best opportunity for Mikey. Or turn him. If he don't feel like he can get that shot off, that counter shot off in time before Earl starts to go downstairs, you need to turn him. But one thing you can't do is stand there. You can't do that, or your One Ab is going to get beat to the floor. I'm just saying, though. So Mikey can hire a hitman with a scope in the back row. That's all he can do. Hey, no bullshit. Ain't many options, bruh. Ain't many options. And see, as while we talk like this, and hey, look, man, I've given Mikey fair shit for this fight. But if Mikey pulls this all off and make us all look like fools, this is going to be epic without even saying the word epic, bro. This is going to be huge, man. I don't see it, though. But I'm just saying. But if Mikey was to have a chance, disrupt Earl's jab. Earl likes to plant and swing downstairs. Do not let him get comfortable in that sense. If he does, it's over for my man, one ab Mikey. It's going to be over. Now, as for Earl Spence Jr., he can't worry about nothing that Mikey can do. And Earl, one thing I do like what I'm hearing about him saying is that, and I do love the fact that Derrick James is keeping that. First, I wasn't feeling the fact that he was keeping the media out of his training. And I was like, yeah, but what's going on? This fight is already baked. He don't have to build this shit. This fight is already baked. All the money that they throwing in the promo budget, it's already baked. The storyline that goes with it, it's baked. Dallas Stadium, Jerry Jones, it's baked. So he don't have to be running around doing a zillion interviews, letting people all in this camp. He ain't got to do that. So for Derrick James to say, no, we keeping y'all up out of here, I actually think that was a smart idea. Very smart. I think he's working on some new shit with Earl. See, we so used to seeing the same Earl, but I really feel like Earl is going to be nimble as hell in this fight. I just look at his frame and it looks a bit wiry this time around. He still look chiseled, but looks a little more wiry. You know what I'm saying? I really think he's going to be a little nimble in this fight. Mikey going to try to move, but Earl Spence Jr. is going to cut the ring off. To me, Mikey is going to have to brawl to win because Earl Jr. will out because of Earl Jr.'s output. I don't know if brawling is a smart idea for Mikey, man. I don't know, bro. You're talking about the hardest hitting welterweight at the division. Brawling with him? I don't know, man. I think Mikey needs to move. He ain't going to be able to move fast enough. Mikey's going to have to use his timing properly. There's going to be points in this fight he's going to have to stand his ground. He's just going to have to, but he's going to have to do it while Earl is jabbing. If Earl go for a double jab, Mikey needs to be counter-shotting. Straight right hand down the pipe, whatever he can do. Left hook, boom, turn him. Get out of the way. Do not stand there in front of Earl and allow him to work you downstairs. Earl gonna come back, walking towards him. Sometimes Earl like to lead off with the right hook to the body. If that's the case, Mikey need to be getting ready for that right uppercut. Pow! He needs to already know it has to be automatic. Automatic. It has to be automatic. I was listening to Mikey talk, and he said, yo, we've been working it on for many different directions. If he comes aggressive, we know exactly what we're going to do. If he wants to sit back and measure me and get me ready, we know exactly what we're going to do. He has to train for these different scenarios. He has to. Lewis Coleman, what's up with you, man? What's up with you? Doesn't really matter. Says Earl can do other things. You will see it when he is challenged. And I believe that. I definitely believe that. Doesn't really matter. I also believe that him and Derrick James is working on a lot, man. This is the reason they're keeping the media out of it. And I think they're waiting to see they're waiting to see that Mikey is going to look for counter shots and to use his timing. And I truly believe the thing that they're working on is Earl's ability to stay nimble and stay on the edge of his toes, bouncing in and bouncing out, getting ready for certain things. I mean, we seen some of the workout that they were doing in camp life. Look what they was working on, bro. Look at the things that they were working on. They were having Earl sit there and just, okay, Mikey gonna come with this shot during this time. If he tries to come with this shot, put your hand up here. They working on some good stuff, man. I gotta admit, man. I really think they're gonna come out with something, showing some many dimensions to Earl Spence Jr. But can Mikey take it? But this is the reason I'm saying, Wayne Jr., Mikey needs to not stand in front of Earl Spence Jr. If Earl comes in with his usual jab, which is not a bad jab, Mikey needs to be ready for counter shots, timing his shots. Head movement has to be on point because that's what Kell Brook, that's what kept Earl off balance with Kell Brook, was the fact that every time Earl looked to put that jab up, Kell was pull countering. Every time Earl looked to put that jab up, Kell was coming right back over top of it. And it wasn't allowing Earl to get into a comfort zone where he can sit there and boom, plant and go downstairs. It wasn't happening. He wasn't allowing it. And that's something that Mikey got to do. Now, I'm with you. Can Mikey take the jab? If you're wondering that, if Mikey getting connected on with that jab, it's gonna be a hard night, bro. If Earl is connecting from distance with that jab flush, and Mikey cannot counter over top of that jab, it's gonna be a hard night. And if Earl is actually working on getting in and getting out like I think he is, when Mikey starts to try to counter, Earl will get up out of there, come right back with body shots. That could be devastating. That could be devastating because he'll take Mikey's ability to reset him away. He'll take Mikey's ability to turn him away, getting in there, jabbing him, pow, stepping back, waiting for Mikey to counter, then coming back in, body shots. Basically countering Mikey's counter with body work. That would be tough. That would be tough. That will be tough. No, Mikey cannot take it. If you will see that after round one. And if Mikey, I'm telling you, bro, Mikey has to, man. There's going to be points he's going to have to stand his ground. He cannot work off the back foot this entire fight, bro. It's just not going to happen. To me, there ain't many possible welterweights at the division that will beat Errol Spence Jr. off the back foot. The only one I think have a slight chance of that is Keith One-Time Thurman. That's it. But you're gonna have to stand your ground. And Kell Brook knew this early. Like, I can't run from this dude. I'm too big. I'm too bulky. I'm not nearly as fast enough to move around this damn ring for this. I can't run from this dude. So guess what? I need to figure out, Brook at the time was really known for his time and ability also. I'm going to have to stand my ground. Every time this dude comes in, let me counter and reset him. Let me pull counter him, make him think twice before he even gets a chance to plant and go downstairs. Before he even, I'm telling you. And when Brook I went, he didn't have the ability to do that no more. When Brook I went out, he didn't have the ability to pull counter no more. He didn't have the ability to time his shot over the top of the jab no more. That ability went out the window and Earl started to break him down. You know what I'm saying? Break him down. Because now I can't time no shots. Now I got to go to a different strategy. I don't have a different strategy. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way it works. That's the way it works, man. Mikey can't help it. Plus, Kell was bigger than Errol Spence Jr. Yeah, but it wasn't the size of Kell Brook that kept him in that fight. It was the dynamic that every time you throw something, you got something coming back. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of time Earl would connect on, even if he connect on the jab, the only thing for size for Kell Brook, you can say even if he connected on the jab, Kell was still coming back. I don't know if Mikey gonna have the ability to eat a jab and still come back. But Mikey gonna have to use head movement, get out the way, then come back. Mikey gonna have to pull counter properly, then come back. And Mikey can pull counter. Mikey can pull counter. It's the only way, bro. It's the only way. That's the only way. Wayne Jr. says nobody's king in any weight unless you undisputed. Yeah, that's true. It's a good point. A lot of people believe that, man. I ain't mad at that. I am not mad at that thought process. Crawford is king of 147. Jean Dejean. Yeah. But Crawford got some work to put in. Crawford still, don't get me wrong. I'm rocking with you. Crawford #1 pound for pound all day. But king of 147 is still, to me, Keith One-Time Thurman. Ain't nobody out past him yet. Did you see the Sean Porter interview? He said he might come up in the ring for Earl. Hey, Lewis, if that happens, bro, he needs to do this. I did this video in the last one, man. I did in my last live stream. I told him, like, the reason no one is paying attention, the attention that should be paid to this Ugas versus Porter fight is because of the dark cloud that's hanging over this fight known as Errol Spence Jr. He needs to earn he needs to take his respect back, bro. It's only one way that's going to happen. He needs to step to Errol Spence Jr. If that is the case, he needs to go to that. I agree. Sean Porter should be front and center. He should be front and center. If he beat Ugas and ain't nobody really talking about it and ain't nobody paying no attention, it's only one way to get that back. It is not going to go through Danny Garcia. It's not going to go through Errol Spence Jr. Through Keith Thurman. It's going to go through the man who took over your press conference. It's going to go to the man that deboed you and say, okay, take your little funky belt and get up out of here. I'm taking your press conference. This is now my press conference. It's going to have to go through him, cuz the man that stepped in the ring on him. Oh, you step in there with Dan, you call out Danny Garcia, you call out Keith Thurman, now I'm calling you out. What's up? Oh, that's the easiest fight in the world to make. It's the easiest fight in the world to make. So guess what, bro? Now you looking real foul out here, son. So you can beat up on who you can go and beat Iron Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, George Foreman, pull them out of their prime. You can go and beat whoever. You can beat AJ. You can beat Wilder. You can beat anybody, son. People going to be sitting back still looking at you like you still ain't beat Earl Spence Jr. It don't mean shit. It don't mean shit. My man Sean Porter in no man's land, son. You know what I'm talking about? Real talk. You know what I mean? I think K. Diddy was blocking the Earl and Porter fight. Man, I don't know, man. Hey, man, it could be anybody, man. I mean, let them tell it. Oh, they said we wanted that fight, but they said that he had other things to do. Earl is his own man, allegedly, right? Earl is his own man. He don't have to listen to nobody. He's his own promoter. He's telling you he wants the fight, unification fight. The thing that pisses me off is that it's Showtime Sean Porter that came out with the excuse and try to say, "Oh, I have a mandatory. I'm just doing what the WBC told me to do." You know, me and the WBC are cool. We go way back. Me and the WBC, we awesome together. You know, whatever they ask me to do, I'm going to do. It's like, what? Unification is Trump mandatory, son. Yeah, but still, you know, I have a mandatory and I may have another one after that. Then we'll sit back, then I'll give the WBC a call and I'll see what they want me to do after that. If they don't want me to fight a third mandatory, then, you know, maybe, I don't know. You know, maybe I'll fight Earl Spence Jr. That's what I'm feeling like right now, son. Real talk, man. So I can't put that on Sean Porter's daddy or whoever, man. At the end of the day, Earl wants to fight. Sean can make this fight happen if he come out to the public and say he won it and we want it now. He needs to be at this fight. If he don't be at this fight, that's going to be a statement within itself. All right. He said he'll be there first row. Okay, cool. John Dejan, I heard you. He said he'll be there first row. If you see him, John, because you're going to be at the fight. If you see him, ask him like, son, what's up, man? You going to go up in the ring? Entice him. And you know what I'm saying? Size him up a little bit. Oh, hey, Sean, what's up, bro? Hey, what's good with you? I see you got your belt with you. Hey, let me ask you a question, though. You going in the ring after the fight's over? You say you not. Why not? Oh, you got to catch a plane. Nah, as long as you go up, we don't want to hear none of that. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to hear none of that. Aquarius Love, the best boxing channel. Man, I appreciate that love, Aquarius. All day. Nobody even talking about Porter. I'm probably the only one talking about Porter. I'm lonely as shit in this subject. I don't see nobody talking about this. And that's what I'm saying. And the only way that Porter is going to get even that's a little bit of the spotlight back that's been roughed off from him, just like his press conference. The only way he's going to have to be at this fight and tell everybody and take this fight, son, he's got to go through Earl Spence Jr. I told people in the last boxing stream, and I don't want to rehash too many of those points, but the more that these fighters have ducked Earl Spence Jr., the more he has put out their fire. He's stomped out their fire. Sean Porter's supposed to be riding the popularity wave of his life. He has the WBC championship. No one cares. You know what I'm saying? No one cares. And it ain't like Sean Porter a bum. It ain't like his resume is bad. Nah, it ain't none of that. It ain't none of that. You was on fire. You was one of the ones we look forward to seeing the most. Action-packed, fan-friendly, the whole nine. Until Earl Spence stepped in the building and say, Slim, taking all that. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. Porter now wants to fight Spence. Of course, you know, Spence has a fight. We'll see if that same energy continues after the Mikey fight. Everybody telling me now Porter wants him now. Porter ain't even beat Ugas yet, but now he wants Spence. Man, I ain't buying that shit. He ain't even beat Ugas yet. And Spence ain't even had his next fight yet. Now you want Spence. Just a week ago, I seen him on an interview talking about something. I may have two mandatories. Which one is it, bruh? I don't know, man. I ain't thinking about, man. You know what, man? Showtime Sean Porter. He really let me down with that one, bruh. And I got nothing but love for him and his daddy. They training in my city right now whole time. I had got a call the other day from a homie that asked me, did I want to come down there and talk to him? I was like, nah, I'm good, man. I got something that I got to do. He's like, what you got to do? I got to get my car washed, son. I mean, I'm being 100. You know what I mean? I ain't thinking about them doing me chasing dudes around, man. Now, if you was a dude with, I ain't gonna go there. Y'all go make Porter piss on his self-approaching Earl. Y'all gonna make Porter piss on his self-approaching Earl. Hey, man, it is what it is, bro. I can't think of another lane, a way of getting respect. Can somebody else tell me a way that he gets respect if it's not going through Earl Spence Jr.? I have no idea. Porter's regretting now what he did. He regretting it heavy. Bro. You see him walking around with the brother sunflower bush. Like, bro, cut that shit. I'm just saying, though, put it in some braids, something, put some grease in it, something, bro. That shit dry and all that. He got the brother sunflower bush with no shape up, and dog, and it's, you know what? No time, Sean Porter. Sad, man. Truly is, man. It truly is. Showtime Sean Porter had the momentum going, and he had everything, man. He had the WBC title. He beat Danny Garcia. You know, he was even telling everybody, like, yeah, like everyone was going to be on his side for him rematching Keith Thurman. This is something that turned on both him and Thurman. No one wants that. We want to see you beat Earl Spence Jr. It's just plain as that. But it is what it is. I got something to do. I'm cleaning my ears out. Yeah, you know, we got something to do, you know. So if y'all, you know, if y'all gonna watch Sean Porter this weekend, I hope you do, because I'm gonna be watching it. Y'all know I'm gonna be on YouTube. We're gonna be talking about the fight the whole nine. But you know, if y'all got something to do, I understand, you know. You gotta go rearrange your CD collections, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go and you know, you got to go do something. You're going to hit the casino, do something. I get it. I get it. This is where Sean Porter is at on the respect scale with boxing fans right now. And it ain't because he's a bad fighter. I don't think I've ever seen this in boxing. I don't think I have ever in my life, of all of my years of observing the sport of boxing, ever seen this. A guy who honestly has done nothing wrong in the ring and got a real good resume. World champion, two-time champion. And people ain't messing. Cool, humble dude. Ain't arrogant, ain't an a-hole, none of that. But people ain't fucking with him. I don't think I've ever seen this in boxing, ever. They calling him Sean Whole Time. God damn. Sean Whole Time. Damn, does it really matter? Jamie Peralta says he got to fight Crawford to get his shine because Spence fighting Manny. I mean, you know what, man? The Crawford fight might help, but I don't think it's that even to do it, son. I'm sorry, bro. I don't see him fighting anybody else but Earl Spence Jr., man. That's it, man. But I tell you what, for Earl Spence versus Mikey Garcia, man, I hope people, I ain't going to be one to do it, but I ain't going to lie. If Mikey Garcia wins 6 rounds, I'm going to be like, yo. Oh, if he went 5 rounds, I'm going to be like, damn, that was a close fight. No. Everybody got this notion that if Mikey Garcia doesn't get knocked out, if he go 12 rounds, you know, it's going to be like a moral victory for him or some shit. I don't like that kind of talk because it's that kind of talk that'll make Manny Pacquiao fight him. It's that kind of talk. Instead of Manny Pacquiao fighting Earl Spence Jr., the true winner, he'll say, well, boxing fans are saying that, you know, Mikey put up a good show and he's this and he's that, so maybe I'll go fight Mikey. I'm not trying to have that all hyped up. If Mikey loses, Mikey loses. If Mikey loses, Mikey loses. Real talk. Manny ain't getting close to Spence. Either he or only one floor. Yeah, you know what? Let's say that. I've heard that talk. They're saying that Manny's I think the only reason that Manny would want to even go is to announce the Floyd fight there. Like they talking about they behind the scenes right now negotiating, man. I don't know how much that I believe, man. Manny could be just riding off Floyd name recognition, keeping himself in the mix. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Yo, who wins? Khan versus Mikey Garcia. I know Khan gonna get knocked out by Terrence Crawford. I know that's about to be night-night. Download, process him. He's done by round 6 to 7. That's how I feel Crawford beats him. Real talk, man. But, yo, man, before I get up out of here, I just want to tell y'all, man, thank y'all for rocking with me, man. But, yo, back to just last but not least, Deontay Wilder. Like I said before, whatever decision he decides to go, I'm with it. But at the end of the day, man, I want to see better fights. I want to see the top fights at heavyweights. If Vladimir Klitschko comes back, yo, shit gonna get hot, man. If Dillian White decides to go to ESPN, I believe that Dillian White and Tyson Fury ain't nothing but bait to try to lure Deontay Wilder over there. And if Deontay Wilder takes the bait, I ain't mad at him. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not that cat to say he got to be aligned to this person or that person. I'm in for the fighter, not in for their handlers. You know what I'm saying? And for if Vladimir Klitschko comes back and he does mix it up on the DAZN side, and he gets this, you know, if he comes the ambassador of DAZN, and he wants around with the DAZN kufis on and all that and giving out DAZN t-shirts at basketball games or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? If he do that, trust me, fans are going to be asking for that AJ fight. I will honestly hope if Klitschko comes back, maybe Klitschko, man, surprises everybody and say, before I do that, I'm going to go over here for a 1-fight deal at PBC. But that's just wishful thinking. That's just wishful thinking. Did you see Mikey without the shirt? With the shirt off, he's still flabby in the bird chest. Yeah, I did see him with the shirt off, bro. He's 1 ab. I told you, he got 1 ab. It's like 1.5 ab. If you really, it's like a half a ab. It's like an ab and a half. You know, like it's not even like a full 2 abs. It's like 1 ab and a half of an ab. So what is that? Like a 1.5 ab. Yeah, he definitely, bro. But he a little stronger. You see when he flexed, he was a little big, man. Them snacks kicked in one way or another. It's just that when it comes to the body area where we all are really keying in on, because we know Earl Spence Jr. is going to be keying in on that body. I mean, I'm just saying he ain't like rock solid. You know what I'm saying? He ain't. Might got to hit some more sit-ups or something or something. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Lewis says Thurman got a lot of love and promotion for his Lopez fight. Sean getting none. Earl Mikey fight is getting nice promoting. Absolutely. That's crazy, huh? Ain't that crazy? You hit that right on them head, Lewis Coleman. I agree, man. You know, one thing you could say about Thurman in that fight, given the way that fight went, a lot of people was talking about it. Now, not to mention we was anticipating Keith Thurman's return, so a lot of eyes was on it. And of course, the promotion for Earl Spence and Mikey Garcia is off the hook. Shout out to the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry in the building. Man, they putting that money up. They got a nice promotional going. I'm loving every single show that I've seen, and I hope they keep them coming up until the day of the fight. No doubt about it, bruh. But when it comes to Showtime Sean Porter, it's like crickets. It's like, anybody seen that? Nah, bro, I ain't even see that, man. I had to go to the liquor store. Oh, shit. Dog, you ain't sit back and go watch the Sean Porter. Dog, they doing the camp like they doing the open media workout. You gonna go? Nah, man, I ain't going. Man, I heard that shit was free. I heard they giving out tickets in the box of cornflakes. No one wants to talk about it. I try to debate people on it. People like, I don't want to talk about that, bro. That's your problem. You watch too much boxing. I don't even want to talk about that. I mean, real talk. I'm like, man, it's Showtime Sean Porter. Who? Showtime Sean Porter. He the WBC champ. You talking about that dude that ducked Earl Spence? Yeah. Oh, I mean, I don't want to talk about him, man. Like, think about that cat. What if Earl and Mikey sell out Cowboy Stadium? Oh, snap. They are certified stars. They are certified stars, raising their price. And you know what, man? And I said this before, and I'm gonna say this again. This is the reason why I'm honestly glad that Earl Spence Jr. is getting this opportunity. You know, the more I look at the promotional stuff that's coming out and seeing how his mom's was like, you know, it was always his dream for him to fight in the Cowboy Stadium and all that. I'm glad I'm really glad this is happening for him. I am, because you know why? Because these dudes did duck him, dog. It's not even a secret. They ducked him. They're acting like, yo, they thought that they were going to freeze him out. Like they was part of the It Club. You know what I'm saying? Danny, Keith, and Sean. They all was trying to do round robins with each other. Like, oh, nah, you know what I'm saying? We're going to keep fighting each other. We're going to keep him out. Nah, we ain't. And now he coming off with the absolute best situation that you can see. So that's what I'm glad for him, bro. I really am, man. And then he may even get the Manny Pacquiao fight if things all fall in place, of course. He may get that fight before Keith, Sean, and Danny. And they've been wanting that fight for years. For years. They're going to be held. They're going to be pissed off at Al Heyman. Like, Al, for real? You carry us like that? We the it dudes. We the it dudes. Man, y'all ain't shit. He the it dude now. Real talk. Mikey and Spence are about to get that big bag all day. They deserve it, man. They deserve it. I ain't gonna act like they don't, man. They deserve it, man. Mikey been putting work in since he came back from his retirement. He did duck Vasil Lomachenko, though. I'm just saying. But the politics and the shit and the politics prevented that fight. You know, he got beef with Bob Arum. Let's not act like it doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? So it's the facts. But at the end of the day, you know, he been putting work in. Beating champions, undefeated champions. Now moving up 2 weight classes, he deserves it. Earl Spence Jr. ducked, heavily ducked, and I got nothing but respect for duck fighters. I will always respect duck fighters. Whether you like them or not, you got to respect them. I will always respect a ducked fighter. So he deserves it, man. He can't get it because they don't want to step in. He deserves it. And if he becomes a pay-per-view attraction, guess what? Now they're going to probably want to try to fight him, maybe. And they're going to try to price themselves out. Or we're going to retire with Earl. Man, Earl probably shut them all down. Who knows? But you want to bet Pac will not fight Earl? I don't see it either, man. I mean, especially if Pac wants to keep his career in a position where he want to even get a Mayweather fight or other fights. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, what do you think Pac is coming for? Just the publicity of it? Just to talk about Mayweather? Just to keep his face in the public eye or stuff like that? Get an interview on the panel and, you know, stuff like that? What do you think Pac coming for? I mean, I don't know. I find it hard to believe he fight Earl. I'm gonna be 100 with you. I don't see it. But at the end of the day, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to, you know, I'm saying about it. I'm about 65% sure that Pac won't take that fight. 65 to 70% sure that he won't take an Earl Spence Jr. fight. Like I tell people, if people run down the street of talking about this, oh, Mikey looked good for 5 rounds, and oh, Mikey looked good for 4 rounds, and this narrative play big around boxing, Pacquiao can still choose Mikey Garcia in defeat. And that's why I don't really want people talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Because, oh, everybody's still propping up Mikey. They're giving him all of this credit. They're giving him all this respect. Well, maybe I'll fight Mikey. You know what I'm saying? It can work that way. It can really work that way. It really can. I'm not a Spence fan, but if he can get a huge bag, I'm happy for him, even though his resume is trash. I feel you there, Lewis. That's what I'm talking about right there, Lewis. You hit it perfect. That's a perfect example. You might ain't gotta like him, but given his situation that he was put in, you have to respect him. And you gotta want to see something well happen for him. You do. You just got to. Because dog, it's not like he didn't want the fights. It's not like the fights didn't happen because he was ducking or he was putting up obstacles or the fights didn't happen because the It Club thought that they was it. And now Sean Porter ain't gonna have nobody up in that joint, but people with free comp tickets came from a box of Kellogg's cornflakes. And that's sad. That's sad. If I am a Pac, I fight Thurman because he needs more tune-ups. That may be the more possibility too. But you know, man, people, I'm sorry, bro. I got just a serious problem. I mean, look, I know Pac a legend, and these dudes, he brings all this attention and money. I get it. I mean, I'd rather see Pac go and fight someone else. I'd rather see Pac go and fight. He already fought AB, so that can't happen, right? Find somebody else. Give me somebody other than go find a 140 fighter. The only reason I say that is because I need to see these dudes fight Spence, bro. We can't keep just vouching for these dudes ducking Spence. You can't do it, man. Or ducking Terrence Crawford. You can't do it. And as long as a Pacquiao is around, it's going to be like they're all looking to fight Pacquiao. And that's the only thing about, I mean, legend, great fighter. Without a doubt, I got nothing against Manny. I got nothing but love for Manny. But at the end of the day, I'd rather go see Manny do something else. And I know people probably like, why? No, we want to see Manny take on the young boys. We want to see Manny fight the young boy. Cool. Manny 40-something years old, bro. Manny 40 years old. Let Manny go fight somebody. Give a up-and-comer a shot. Put some shine on their career. I want to see these dudes fight Earl Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford. That's just me, though. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just me. You know what I'm saying? You know how many younger up? Go fight Regis. Go fight Josh Taylor. You know what I'm saying? Go fight one of them. Hell, go even fight Mikey for that matter. If you want to give it to Spence because he deserves it, fine. But I want to see these cats fight Spence, man. And as long as Pacquiao is buzzing around the welterweight division because of his notoriety and because of who he is, it's going to always be a distraction, man. It's going to always be a distraction. I saw a video saying Porter going in the ring and calling out Spence. Everybody's saying that. A lot of people, I've seen that comment quite a few times tonight. Everybody's saying that. We'll see. We'll see. Remains to be seen. It's easy to say when you got a fight coming up and he got a fight. You know, we've also heard Porter say this is the easiest fight in the world to make. We've heard Porter say a lot of things. You know, at this point, Porter's credibility is so shot when it comes to Earl Spence Jr. I don't believe nothing. You hear me, though? Real talk. I just don't believe it, man. Louis Coleman says, if I am Earl and I can fight Pac before Porter, I would say forget you, Porter, and fight Pac and get another bag and get a bigger fan base. But me as a fan, I want the Porter Earl fight. Absolutely. And you know what? I don't want to see Porter. Like if Porter loses, then oh yeah, I'll fight Earl Spence. If he loses to Ugas, yeah, I'll fight Earl. Nah, cuz Earl, go get that Pacquiao bag, bro. Go get that Pacquiao bag. They put themselves in this situation, man. Ain't nobody, you know, in Keith Thurman's case, he the only one that could probably maybe even survive through this. Porter can't and Danny can't. I don't even know where Danny's at. Last time I seen Danny, he was trying on suits, pink suits and orange suits and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what Danny doing. Danny MIA like a mug. Man ain't even trying to come in the spotlight, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they messed their own careers up. The sad part is, like I told people, even if you lose, people will forgive you. But you can't lose and duck at the same damn time, because you ain't gonna, all your respect gonna be gone. You know what I mean? You can't do it. If, like, when Porter lost to Thurman, man, nobody wasn't. Look, man, we still rocking with you, Porter. We still rocking with you. Man, I don't know where Danny at, man. I don't know what the hell Danny at. Danny is MIA. Somebody holler at Danny Garcia, man. Somebody give Angel a call. Says Danny still breathing? Is Danny still alive? What are he at? Man, he in Reno somewhere, man, sipping on them Grey Goose vodkas or something. What he doing? I ain't seen Danny in a minute, man. Danny, I know he got the fight with Adrian Granado's coming up. Word on the curb is that he might not make it because ain't nobody seen him. Orlando says you ain't wrong, man. These young boys need to fight each other. You feel me, fam? That's all I'm saying, man. And Pacquiao can be a major distraction. A major distraction. Pacquiao is 40 years old. Career set no matter what. All right. He can't do nothing else at this point to get him any closer to the Hall of Fame because the man is all the way in there. You know what I mean? Let these young boys fight each other, man. Danny is training or checking out his investments. Oh, okay. I don't know what Danny doing, man. Danny ain't making no noise. Danny is on straight plus mute. Danny is quiet as a church mouse. I ain't seen Danny at all. Danny is on mute. He ain't, man, they like, look, no, hey, they got a big sign out front of their gym. No cameras allowed. No cameras allowed. It's just him, Angel, and another dude, you know, just probably one other dude in there with him. Like, he in that joint chilling. We ain't seen this man. I don't know, man. I think Keith was really hurt and out of shape, so he rolled that injury stuff. Come on, Keith. Oh, yeah, Madonna back working out. Oh, yeah. What you think about that? Hey, I appreciate that, Lewis. Yeah. Before we ended, I'm glad you brought that point up. Marcos Maidana is returning. I've seen some recent videos on him. He's shedding the weight. He's getting smaller and smaller. He got a long ways to go. And of course, he ain't gonna be ready for nobody elite. And the hand speed is looking real slow. Marcos Maidana is back. What they say? Back for a 3-fight deal. I did a video about that. 3-fight deal. We'll see, man. We'll see. They saying that there's actually a lot of fan consensus out there that's saying that they want to see Marcos Maidana rematch Adrian Bronner. I don't know. I mean, Adrian might get him right now. Marcos been chilling, sitting on the ranch, eating zebra cakes. You know what I'm saying? Like, he been cooling, man. So it's good to see Marcos back. Clearly, that Mayweather money is gone. That AB money is gone. What the hell he do with all that money, man? You know, it's good to see him back. Another name to add to the division, but I don't expect him to come right back to welterweight. And you notice also that he's not going immediately back to Robert Garcia. But, you know, Robbie Garcia, he busy coach right now. And on top of all of that, he don't specialize in strength and condition. Hell, we just seen Mikey go to the snack program and get the super snacks. Now he is super snack Mikey with one ab. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. But it's good to have Marcos back. He's not too old that he can't come back. It's just about shedding the weight. And if we seen Tyson Fury do it, guess what? Maybe Mikey can do it. You know what I mean? Real talk. Pack is a distraction. They want Klitsch to be another. Hey, that got to be the comment of the day right there, bro. God damn, you hit that perfect. Doesn't really matter. That got to be the comment of the day. And I could not agree with you more. They want Klitschko to be a distraction. They want that. You said it perfect. Just like Pacquiao. They want Klitschko if he comes back to the zone, he will be a distraction. He will be. Once again, it's another impediment that can prevent the AJ versus Wilder fight. And people will be interested in that fight. They will be distracted by a rematch between AJ and Klitschko. You said it perfectly, my man. You said it perfectly. I could not agree with you more. And this is why I say, man, you know, call me whatever you want to say. If Wilder made a move to ESPN or if Wilder told the zone, okay, 2 fights. But in these 2 fights, I need Klitschko and AJ. Make it happen. Like I said, man, if people say I'm wrong for that, then tell me why I'll let Danny Jacobs do it then. Now Danny Jacobs fighting Canelo, getting the bag. Tell me why that's cool. Last question, man. What happens if Mikey knocks out Earl? If Mikey knocks out Earl, I believe he does. It's going to be a hard argument, but he's definitely top 3 pound for pound, maybe even 2 or 1. If he knocks out Earl, he instantly becomes a legend. If he knocks out Earl, He'll make major paydays from here on out. He's a pay-per-view attraction, hands down. Basically, his wildest dreams will all happen if Lewis Coleman. But if was a fifth, me, you, and everybody in this chat room would all be drunk. That's all I'm gonna say. To the next video, Main Man Made Man. Don't forget to subscribe. Twitter, Made Man 511. Facebook, Main Man Made Man Boxing Forum. Google Plus, Main Man Made Man. Yo, I appreciate everybody rocking with the homie tonight. Wednesdays and Sundays, y'all. Wednesdays and Sundays, videos in between. I'm liking that schedule right there, man. I appreciate the whole fan for rolling with me tonight. Lewis Coleman. Doesn't really matter, man. Appreciate you, Jamie Peralta, Orlando Finney, my main man. Everybody who rolled up with me tonight, man. I just really appreciate John Dejan, all of y'all, man. I appreciate y'all sliding through with me, man. It was a hell of a show. Expect more to come. Expect some new videos to be broadcasting very soon as well. I appreciate all the love and support that y'all give me, man. I truly do, man. I truly do. So to the next one, it's the homie, Main Man Made Man. Peace out.